Good morning, YouTube subscribers. Welcome back to Little Troyer Farm. As you can tell, this farm girl is a little disheveled and exhausted. Being on full watch is no joke, let me tell you. Just letting the puppy out. It is no joke, and I thought I was tired yesterday. Oh no. Oh no. I set an alarm to wake up every hour, and naturally I woke up every 20 to 30 minutes. So I think the most sleep, like chunk of sleep I got was about 45 minutes. So also battling a bit of a cold as well. So welcome here. We are still watching for this baby of Sugars. So patience is a virtue, right? Lord, give me patience because I'm running out of it. I was so sure that she was going to have a baby last night. But I guess she's just not quite ready. Hey girl, you've been standing over here though. You've been standing over here and just looking out. She was up and down quite a bit. And like doing the rocking thing, or she'd be laying down and she'd rock. She'd also be laying there and then she'd turn around and bite at her belly. Just shifting weight on her back end. Her udder just looks full. Did you know that I woke up every 20 to 30 minutes watching you? Of course not. I'm so tired. Oh my goodness. I think now I am getting extremely excited about this fall just so I can actually sleep. I just want to sleep through the night. And I'm not gonna do that until she has this baby. Hey? You looking like you're happier though. Silly goose. Still fat and pregnant. Much to our shock. Silly girl. She's been packing her tail really, really hard. Hey, Raven. Hey, girl. We will see. It can only be so much longer, right? I mean, baby's got to come out at some point. Things are still pretty muddy back here, but they're slowly drying up. Back in the pasture, you can see all the green grass that's coming up. There's our girl. Still very much pregnant. And I have no idea how she is still pregnant. Hey girly, you gonna let us have a peek? Oh. Like she has noticeable dry droplets. Yeah, I know, you're ticked right off. When she lays down, like the milk is like pooling on her leg. Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna touch. Don't worry. Yikes. Shall we do the jiggle check? Very little taps, bigger taps. This whole area is just soft all the way up there. Whoa! I just stepped in some manure. Gotta get cleaned out. I noticed a bit of discharge earlier, and her vulva's definitely more relaxed. Oh, easy girl. Hey girly. So soon. This weekend for sure. Yep, I'm not gonna touch, don't you worry. This one's got just like dried milk on it. This is the one that was leaking on her leg. But the other side has definitely got some wax there. I know. I'm sorry. Just all mad. So there you go. You get the good shot there. She's pinching up a little bit just because I'm holding her tail, but she's definitely more relaxed. Definitely got some discharge happening. Hey, is tonight finally going to be the night? And then I can sleep? Full has still been moving in there, so that's good. I don't know. All the signs are there. We're just waiting. Oh, so not patiently anymore. She's been packing her tail hard. Like, just a lot of lifting it and thrashing it around. She's just irritable. Which, this being my second foal, definitely reminds me of how Breeze was. Breeze was like this, very, very irritable. Thrashing her tail around, packing her tail for a few days before. So, I would say we are pretty dang close. It's all gonna be over soon, sugar. We're all rooting for ya. Of course, we have like a block party barbecue thing tonight. It was supposed to be from like 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock, but my husband has to work. He works till 5. And I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be so stressful not being home and just wondering, like, is Sugar all of a sudden just gonna lay down and have her baby? Like, she's sitting, like, or she's standing up and she's eating hay right now. But with her being as close as she is, she could very easily just be like, I'm gonna have a baby now. Go and lay down and have a baby, and we come back 2 hours later and there's a foal. Like, I don't think we'll be gone that long, because I don't think that I'm gonna be able to, like, be gone that long.
It's only like 5 minutes down the road, so I also might just like pop back home, check on her, and then go back. I don't know. It's so hard because it's like you want to have a life, but mares can take forever. They can be looking like they're so close for so long. And so you could stay home for a month and then all of a sudden then they finally have a foal. So it's a little frustrating, not gonna lie. And I need a hat because I don't have time to shower. So there you go. Whoa. Gotta love climbing over the fence. I kind of had to laugh this morning. So I went to town this morning really quick because I needed some like fresh food type of things. And so my mom sat in the truck with the kids so I could just run in for like 15 minutes and do a quick grocery shop versus drag the kids in the store. And that just takes a whole, like double the amount of time. And it's much more stressful because my brain doesn't function properly. Anyway, she shows up and she's wearing a black t-shirt minus the white writing on the front and jean shorts. And I looked at her and she looked at me and I went, Mom, I think we read each other's minds this morning and we dressed the same. It's kind of hilarious because she and her sister, this happens with them sometimes too. And it's funny how women work, I guess. It was just one of those fun little random tidbits from today. This is how much this breed are people dogs. I just put her in her kennel because we're about to leave, and I gave her a nice big raw bone to chew on, and she's been sitting here looking at me instead of chewing her bone. There she goes now. She's all happy. Good girl, Nora. The perks of having a butcher shop, I guess. The puppies get all kinds of spoiled with nice raw bones for them to chew on too. So good for their teeth, and it keeps them busy and it keeps them from chewing everything else that they should not be chewing. So she'll be happy and occupied while we're gone. I'm not gonna take your bone. I'm not gonna take it. You eat it. Tika's a little bit on the chunky side. She needs a bit of a reduction in feed in her diet. Isn't that right? I like my dogs to be a good, healthy weight, not chunky. Come here. Come here. He's not gonna steal your bone. You think the kitty's gonna walk away with it? Spike. Hey, buddy boy. Tika, come here. Yeah. So she's a little bit chunky. Like, she's got too much fat on her ribs. She's just looking a little round. I think it's probably her age. I'm feeling rather frustrated. I cannot believe that Sugar is still pregnant. I keep wondering, how is she gonna go any further? How is she gonna wait any longer? And then she does. Also, by the way, God's been painting again tonight. Like, I know it's all part of it, and this is just the joy of horses, I guess. Like I've said before, growing up with cows, it is entirely different than waiting on a horse. And like stuff that I've read and stuff that I've watched, like other people share this frustration too, where like it can look like a mare is ready to foal, and they can be like that for a week, 2 weeks, sometimes longer. Just depends on each individual mare. Mostly it's been a really long journey with Sugar specifically. And we know that at this point, the only thing that's going to help her to feel better and her legs and hooves not to be so sore is getting that pregnancy weight off of her. And so there's a bit of anxiousness, I think, of like, is it going to be that big of a difference when all that excess weight comes off? Like, is it going to be a night and day difference? It's kind of, I guess, this feeling of maybe there'll be hope once this foal comes out. Because at this point, from most of the people that we've talked to, there hasn't really been much for hope for Sugar past weaning time for her foal, which has been really, really hard, because we would love to be able to save them all. We really would. And so I think part of the waiting for this sweet little baby is also this, like, wondering how it's going to affect Sugar and see if it affects her in a positive way, or if it's just going to be the same, if she's not going to feel any better. And of course, too, then for the selfish reasons of the fact that I'm bushed. I've been up countless times throughout the nights this week. And I'm a mama of 3 little kids. I'm also doing bookkeeping for our business. Also trying to, I don't know, call me crazy, trying to do a YouTube channel on top of all that. It's been a flat out couple weeks. It's just been super busy. And lack of sleep on top of all that definitely does not help. So I'm just really, really hopeful that Sugar decides to kick this baby out so that I can get some sleep, because I would really like to enjoy my summer now. It would be nice to be able to take off and go camping. It would be nice to not have to, worry about, oh, what if she pops when I'm going to town and running errands, or, going to church on a Sunday morning. It's just starting to feel like we're gonna be missing out on some stuff if she doesn't foal soon. And like, we know that she's close, like she is so incredibly close, but she's been playing us along for this long, so what's a few more days? Oh goodness. Chores are done, minus the fact that the bucks need to be fed, they need water, and I've got to fix my goat problem. So I'll show you what my goat problem is. So do you remember how I said that it would be a catastrophe if a standard size buck were to breed a miniature doe? And so therefore I moved Grant over to the buck pen. Are you seeing what I'm seeing here? Bambi must have climbed under the fence, because she will find the tightest spot to crawl under and somehow crawl through. But of course, she can't climb back to the other side. So now her babies are on the other side of the gate, and she's over here in the land of the giants. So thank goodness I moved Grant, because if she were in heat, and if Grant were to have it in his mind to decide to be a buck all of a sudden, we would have an extremely big problem. Isn't that right, Bambi? Are you ready to go be a mom and go take care of your babies? You made your babies hungry, Mama. Goodness. And that is one of the frustrations of having Nigerian dwarfs and Nubians. I know people that do both, but it's just, it can get frustrating sometimes. Ouch, your hooves are sharp. Ouchie, ouchies. Anyway, they're topped up with feed, And they've got their waters. Mama with the babies. Everybody's been fed. And finally, we can all be quiet. It's just another day on this little Troyer farm. And hopefully I get some sleep tonight. I am going to do a bunch of editing tomorrow, hopefully. But there's a lot of stuff that's happening. So I'm trying to update videos as much as I can, but I apologize if sometimes there's a day that I miss, because it's gonna happen, because there's just a lot on my plate at the moment, and I know that the majority of you understand that because you're a person too. Anyways, if you feel like sharing a thought, maybe one of your pets' names, I would love to continue to build this community. Oh, ouch. Okay, you're already wrecking my hair. Do not chew on my ponytail, Mr. Thumper. Anyways, I will catch you next time.